Hello, good day, wherever you are watching from. We are back again on another episode of Excel for beginners. So the last thing we considered was formatting basics, cell formatting, number formatting, and we have even talked about table formatting. We looked at different ways of formatting a cell. We also looked at different ways of having types of numbers, whether it is decimal, whether it is a percentage, or whatever it is, dates and the rest of them, how we can format Excel to look that way or numbers to look like that. And then we saw how to format our tables so that the tables can be fine. So we are done with module 3 of this lesson. So now we are going to proceed to module 4. But before we do that, I want us to look at a recast of the things we have done before now. So we have done an introduction to Excel and then navigating Excel. We have done navigating Excel. We have also done working with worksheets. What is different between a workbook and a worksheet? We talked about that, and then how do we open, save, rename, and all those. Now, how do we enter a test? Different ways of entering a test. How do we navigate? We talked about all those things in module 1 and module 2 and in module 3, which we just finished. We have talked about different types of formatting. Are you formatting a cell? Are you formatting a table? Are you formatting just a number? It's easy to say formatting a cell and formatting a number is the same thing, yeah, but there can be slight differences because a cell, you can format whatever it's kept in that cell. Why, when you talk about number formatting, it's more like, okay, what do you really want to show? Maybe coloring, format in a date and the rest of them. So but they are almost the same thing, but that's that. So today we are going ahead to a part of Excel that's becoming more interesting, which is basically what Excel do. This is a model called the simple calculations and formulas in Excel. So the essence of this model is to explore the fundamental formulas and then the functions, basic formulas like sum, average, mean, max, and the rest of them. So we are going to be looking at these functions and we are going to see what to do. So we will go by, first of all, what are formulas. Remember that we told you that when we were introducing this, that Excel, the basics of Excel is just for calculation. So for now, we are going to be looking at the basic formulas. So we head over to our Excel sheet. Remember that this is what we had last. I'm going to clear this column so that we can start on a fresh page, right? So now this table has let's say English. The next one has mass, sorry, not a table, the cell. I don't like that it's so small. This one has biology. Yeah, this one has chemistry. This one has economics. This one has physics. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? This one has let me just use CRK. Some call it CROS. Let's just use these subjects. These are basic subjects in a secondary school. So by what I'm already typing, you know, I'm talking about subjects. So I want to insert, I want to push this down. So I will just use an insert here, right? And then I'll put the header subjects. Don't mind, I'm just trying to make it beautiful, right? Okay, subjects. Yeah. Now let's say this is score. So and let's just put random scores. Let's assume this guy is very brilliant, so let me give him some grades that are very okay, right? Let me give him very nice grade. No, 40 something. Let's say 68, 79, and maybe 95. He's a religious guy, so he got 100 in CRK. Now this is a basic table, and part of the basic functions you can do is, okay, what is the total score for this guy? What's the total score, right? Total score. So let's make it, we know we have talked about cell formatting and then all those, so we are trying to also practice that as we are going. So we are making this thing look presentable too. So how to calculate this is, first off, I'm going to call the what do you call it, the calculation part of Excel. And for you to call calculation in Excel, you need to start with an equal to. If you don't put an equal to, it's not going to recognize it as a calculation. Let's do something. Let's say I type plus, then I click on this plus. Let me even see if it will work. I click on this plus, I click on this plus, click on this plus, click on this plus, and I click on this and plus. I can click on this again, but I use down arrow to shift it, then I hit enter. Now it did the calculation for me, but are you seeing something in the address bar? Let me edit it. It added the equal to for me. So if that equal to was not added, Excel cannot recognize this as a calculation. So for you to calculate anything in Excel, it must be, you must start with equal to. So this I have done, but there's another way of doing this that looks easier, right? These are basic functions. We are still going to dive into where you see the types of functions that Excel has, because Excel has some inbuilt functions, right, that can even help you. Instead of me taking time to type out all these things, I can use the inbuilt functions, which are easier. So I'm going to delete this. I'll just click on auto sum right here, and then it sums up everything and gives me the same answer. But what did it do? It just used the command equal to sum. That's call in a function. Then what do I want to do? What argument are you putting? I want to sum up some numbers. Okay, fine. Where are these numbers? It is from cell D3 to cell D9, and as it is selecting, it is highlighting. I can even use, maybe if I want to add another range here, maybe I want to add some other numbers here, I can say these two, right? I can use comma to differentiate and the rest of them, and I hit enter. Now for you to know that what I did is going to work, if I put 60 here, right, the score changes because I just tweaked the formula, right? So but basically, you see, it's just Excel made it easy just to click on that what do you call it, auto sum, and you get that. So this guy, 598 total score. What is the total achievable? We don't know. What is the average score? We don't know, but let's find out. So let's do average score, right? Average. Why am I typing backwards? Average score. Average score. How do we calculate that? We can still go to this. Is only auto sum. Do we have average there? But yeah, we do. But then the formula, learn the hard way so that it's going to be easy. You understand the principle. So when I'm typing, Excel is already giving it to me. I want to calculate the average. Okay, which number to which number? I just drag down like this, right? And I put my closing bracket. I hit enter. It's calculating it for me, but now it's putting some fractions which I want to minimize. So the average score for this student is 85.43. So it's still within the region of an A. So the guy is a brilliant guy. But how do we know he's a guy? What if he's a lady? But that's a story for another day. So we can also calculate the mean, like the minimum figure. We can calculate the mean. Let me write it minimum. The lowest point that he got, the lowest mark that he got. We can calculate the maximum, the highest mark he got, and among others. So let's do these ones now. So this one is just equal to min, that's mean, and I now select the range again and hit enter. It returns it. Now what about the maximum? Just write equal to max, open the bracket and select the range of numbers again and then hit enter. Now this says that the lowest score that he got is 68. Let's see, 70, 89, 97, 68, lowest so far, 79, 95, and that's the lowest actually. Now it's right. Now 100, I think this is it. No other one is up to 100. So you see, Excel, it's just, it helps you do those basic calculations. Thank you. See you in another episode.